Good morning, I'm Brother Jason, and this is the Baptist Catechism. Question 72 asks us, what is the reason added to the fifth commandment? God had a reason when he told us to honor our father and mother. What was that reason? The reason added to the fifth commandment is a promise of long life and prosperity as far as it shall serve God's glory and their own good to all who keep the commandment. God was rewarding the people with the promise of a long life if they would honor his command. So God is intending to bless his people with vitality and strength and blessing for a very long time if they'll honor their parents. Exodus 20, verse 20 says this: Moses said to the people, "Do not be afraid, for God has come in order to test you, in order that the fear of him may remain with you, so that you may not sin." God showed up at Mount Sinai, the mountain quaked, the earth trembled, there's fire and lightning and thunder and all of those things from the mountain. The people were afraid, and they told Moses, "Speak to us yourself. We don't want to listen to God lest we die." And Moses told them, "Look, God has come near with some of his power in order to test you. He wants you to fear him. He wants you to show reverence and honor to his name so that you won't sin. And if you have a proper fear of the Lord, it'll keep you from certain sins." There are many people who do not care what God has said, and so they dishonor their parents all the time. They break the fifth commandment every single day because they have no fear of God in them. God wanted his people to have a healthy fear of him so that it would keep them from sin. So God issued this commandment: honor your father and mother, that it might be well with you and you might live long in the land the Lord your God has given you. God was telling them, look, if you do what I'm telling you to, there'll be a blessing that comes with this. Ephesians chapter 6, verse 2 and 3. Honor your father and mother, which is the first commandment with a promise, so that it may be well with you and you may live long on the earth. There are many people, unfortunately, in our prison system who do not honor their father, if they have one, or their mother, same situation if they have one. And because of that, they've ended up in a very bad place, committed crimes, and many of them face an early death because of crimes committed. Their life could have been very different had they had a healthy relationship with their parents and that they showed them honor. So God wants families, first of all, to remain intact. He wants children to honor parents, parents honoring each other, children honoring parents. This blesses each member of society, and there is a blessing for everybody, and they get to live long in that land. What is the reason added to the fifth commandment? The reason added to the fifth commandment is a promise of long life and prosperity, as far as it shall serve God's glory and their own good, to all who keep this commandment.